the pantheon of hip-hop legends, a new name has been carved into the marble. Not Drake, not Travis Scott, not Kanye. It's NBA YoungBoy, the 25-year-old Louisiana enigma who, despite legal chaos and years under house arrest, just shattered one of the most sacred ceilings in the music industry. His Massa Tour has officially become the highest-grossing rap tour in history, pulling in an eye-watering $70 million across 42 shows and over 500,000 tickets sold. This isn't just a financial triumph, it's a cultural earthquake. The same kid once banned from performing in multiple states, silenced by probation restrictions, and dismissed by critics as too volatile for the mainstream, now stands as the top-earning live performer in rap's touring history. What began as a redemption run has turned into a full-blown revolution. YoungBoy's journey to this moment reads like a movie script written in defiance. Just 3 years ago, he was confined to his Utah mansion on house arrest, streaming music videos in solitude and dropping albums from behind court-ordered walls. The industry watched and waited to see if his fire would fade once the streets couldn't see him. Instead, he built an empire. Through sheer consistency and digital dominance, YoungBoy kept his name alive in every corner of the internet. From YouTube uploads that broke daily view records to mixtapes that hit streaming charts before most rappers woke up, he mastered the art of omnipresence.
What's you talking about?
Top! You just made fucking history. Top 10 U.S. rap tours.
What's wrong with a nigga? That's how we
The
do it.
highest grossing tour in the
Hey,
fucking country.
nigga,
This
nigga.
man did it.
What's
Top 10. Pussy. Bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
When the Massa Tour was first announced, few believed it would even happen. After all, YoungBoy's history with law enforcement and performance restrictions made a national tour seem impossible. But the moment those first shows sold out, cities like Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta in under an hour, it became clear that something bigger was unfolding. This wasn't a comeback. It was a coronation. $70 million in revenue, 42 shows, 500,000 plus fans. Those are record-breaking numbers, even for seasoned veterans like Drake or Kendrick Lamar. But for a rapper with no major media backing, minimal label promotion, and a reputation for chaos, it's astronomical. The Massa Tour, named after YoungBoy's upcoming album and symbolic for Make America Savage Again, became a raw, unapologetic showcase of what pure fan loyalty looks like. His concerts weren't polished productions with pyrotechnics and choreographed dancers. They were raw energy, emotion, and real connection. Every city felt like a war zone of passion, fans screaming every lyric, security barely holding the barricades, and celebrities flooding in to witness history. From DaBaby to Sexy Red, No Cap, and even surprise appearances by Lil Durk's affiliates, signaling a possible peace in their long-standing feud, the shows were a collision of chaos and unity. One fan in Houston described it perfectly. It felt like we were witnessing Michael Jackson in Baton Rouge energy, like the streets came alive again.
Nobody want to work with you. Nobody ain't dick around you. You only have these loyal fans. Nobody's calling you a slave, right? You're not a slave to the system. You're just some nigga who is just rebelling, right? The moment you're the man on top, and really in hip-hop right now, you got to say Young YB is the hottest rapper. Let's be honest. Especially rapper that has influence on the direct culture. The direct culture, right? Because obviously, I know you guys can say Drake and Kendrick and whatever, but we're talking about the guy who has the biggest impact on the direct culture. Now the narrative is going to change. Remember, YoungBoy was the blackballed, the black sheep, the ignored one, the one that nobody want to fuck with. They're not going to call you a slave then. The moment when now the odds fall in your favor and you become the guy, now you're a puppet. Now you're controlled. Now you're this. Why y'all ain't say that when he was stuck on Gravedigger Mountain? Why they ain't say that? Y'all can't switch a narrative like that.
For the fans, this tour wasn't just about the music. It was about finally seeing YoungBoy. For years, he was a ghost, the most streamed artist on YouTube, but rarely in public. The rapper who spoke to millions yet couldn't physically be among them. Now, the Massa Tour has given his supporters that long-awaited connection. The shows have been emotional. Raw moments where YoungBoy breaks down mid-song, thanks his fans, and reflects on what freedom means. At one show in New Orleans, he told the crowd, "They tried to keep me away from y'all, but God don't let real ones fade." The crowd erupted. Tears, chants, chaos. It wasn't just a concert. It was a homecoming celebration years in the making. To truly appreciate the gravity of YoungBoy's success, it's worth comparing it to the greats. Drake's It's All a Blur tour grossed around $84 million, but with nearly double the shows and higher production costs. Travis Scott's Astroworld tour earned $53 million, while Kendrick Lamar's The Big Steppers tour netted roughly $60 million globally. YoungBoy did more with less. Minimal sponsors, minimal radio play, no talk show circuits, no Super Bowl ads, just YoungBoy, a microphone, a stage, and an army of loyal fans who treat him less like an artist and more like a prophet. His ability to mobilize 500,000 people in an era where live concerts struggle to stay profitable is unheard of. Promoters are calling it a business anomaly. Economists are calling it the YouTube effect. And YoungBoy's team, they're calling it only the beginning.
Some people would call it, you have your third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb nigga trying to act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, you know, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Choppa is aiming for. I'm wondering where the Pac thing comes in, though.
Part of YoungBoy's unmatched draw lies in his mythology. He's not just another rapper, he's the people's champion of pain. Every lyric feels lived, every performance feels personal. He's been shot at, arrested, banned, loved, hated, worshipped, and condemned, yet he remains undefeated in the one arena that matters most: authenticity. When fans chant, "Why be better?" it's not just internet trolling. It's a declaration of loyalty. They see themselves in his pain, his rage, his isolation. The Massa Tour became an extension of that relationship. Fans didn't just buy tickets, they came to testify. At the Atlanta show, thousands sang along to Lonely Child in unison, drowning out the music entirely. It felt like church. The same crowd later moshed to Make No Sense, like it was a rock concert. That emotional range, from tears to riots, is what separates YoungBoy from everyone else. YoungBoy's historic numbers also reflect a larger shift in hip-hop economics. The old gatekeepers, radio, award shows, corporate sponsorships, no longer decide who wins. The fans do. The Massa Tour's success proves that a digital-first artist can dominate the live circuit without mainstream approval. YoungBoy didn't need a Grammy. He didn't need Rolling Loud. He built his empire directly through his fan base, bypassing the entire industry pipeline. As one promoter put it, YoungBoy proved the system wrong. He made $70 million without ever begging for validation. This may set a new blueprint for independent artists everywhere, especially those considered too controversial or too risky for traditional platforms. The message is clear: if your fans are real, you don't need the machine. Beyond the numbers, the cultural weight of this moment is massive. YoungBoy's rise parallels a new generation of hip-hop that values emotion over polish, vulnerability over image, and chaos over control. He's not the industry's poster child, he's the rebellion they couldn't silence. Critics may still debate his lyrics, his attitude, his feuds, but they can't debate the scoreboard. YoungBoy just did what every artist dreams of, turned struggle into legacy. And perhaps the most poetic part? He did it while many still doubt him, while he still battles court cases, while some radio stations refuse to play his music. In an era defined by perfection and PR filters, YoungBoy's unfiltered reality became his superpower. As the Massa Tour wraps up its final leg, whispers within the industry suggest that Netflix and Prime Video are both in talks for a behind-the-scenes documentary chronicling the chaos, emotion, and record-breaking success of the tour. There's talk of a biopic, a book deal. Even fashion brands are reportedly circling him for collaborations. But to YoungBoy, none of that matters. Not yet. In his own words, "I just wanted to see they faces again. Everything else, that's God work." That humility amid triumph might be the clearest window into why he resonates so deeply. YoungBoy never chased the fame, it found him. And now, the world can't look away. The Massa Tour isn't just a chapter in NBA YoungBoy's story, it's the defining moment of a generation. The moment when a boy from Baton Rouge, who once recorded songs in a small Louisiana kitchen, out-earned and outlasted the biggest names in rap touring history. He didn't need radio, Grammys, or industry cosigns. He needed faith, fans, and fire. As the lights dimmed at his final sold-out show in Los Angeles, a massive LED screen flashed one final message to the crowd: YoungBoy forever. And for once, no one doubted it.